Welcome back, everyone. I missed you guys. Did you miss me? Probably not, but that's okay. That would be weird. You are weird, just so you know. What are we doing today, though? Well, we are going over the fusion circle and some of the fusion monsters that you can get there. Now, we're only going to go over one today, actually. So I'm going to do videos on each fusion as I can do them. In no particular order. Today we'll be going over the Wind Vampire. Argen is his name. Argen's maybe not as useful. He's not as useful as the Fire Vampire. But he is a fusion monster, and he is a one of the pieces for Veramos here. And everybody needs a Veramos. So there's Argen, the Wind Vampire. We'll need him eventually to fuse Veramos. Now, fusing Argen is going to be the easiest way to get him for most of us, not all of us. Some of you will get him from a scroll. But yeah, we're going to go over Argen and how to get him. So we've got this. We need the 4-star Awakened Wind Minotauros, Untitled. We need the 4-star Awakened max level Velfinodon, Wind Lizardman. We need max level 4-star Awakened Fire Living Armor, Iron. And we need Casey, the Water Pixie, 4-star Awakened. So, I've got all these pieces. We're not going to do the fusion just yet. Where is the best place to get these pieces? What's the easiest way to get some of these pieces? Some of them are pretty easy to get. Some of them are not so easy. So right away we see we need 3. These 3 are natural 3-star monsters. Casey is a natural 2-star monster. Alright, so Wind Minotauros, where can we get him? Well, are any of these 3-star monsters, can we get them as drops from the scenario levels? Fortunately, the Wind Minotauros is one of these monsters from Churica Remains, the very final level. So if you go to these levels and you click drop info, it shows you which monsters you can get. And of course, at the top, we see the Wind Minotauros. So you can farm him from any of these stages of the Churica Remains. The best bet of getting him is going to be, I think, from the boss stage. Of course, if you can only do 1, or you want to do level 2 or 4 because you can do it faster, you can definitely get the Wind Minotauros or any of these monsters to drop from those levels. But again, it doesn't matter if it's on normal, hell, or hard. You're going to have a chance to get the drop. My favorite when I'm looking for 3-star monsters is to get it from the boss level. And as well, you're going to get decent experience if you're farming for your monsters, if you're leveling them up. And you have a good chance, or I shouldn't say a good chance, you have a chance to get some good runes from the boss levels. So that's where we can get Wind Minotauros. The second one was a monster that we needed, was the Wind Lizardman, Velfinodon. That's his name. So again, can we get him from any of these levels from the drop info? I've been through, no. Unfortunately, you can't get Velfinodon from any of these levels yet. You can get the water one from Mount Runar, I think. Yeah, here's the water Lizardman from Mount Runar, but he's not what we're looking for. So we can't get him there. And what does that leave us for options? Well, it leaves us mystical scrolls, crystal summons. Now, you might get them. I mean, we're going to open those as it is anyway. Maybe you want to hang on to them. Most people actually, you see, everybody has their monster storage. Most people keep fusion monsters in here. Now, I've got a bunch of other riffraff, but in here you'll see a lot of fusion materials in here, as well as other 4-stars that I'm waiting to use for food. But, you know, that's where I kept mine until I was ready to level them up when I got them from the mystical scroll. The other place that I'm going to share with you, now I'm going to give you a secret. It's a secret that's not really a secret. But quite often, these 3-star monsters that are for fusion material can be found in the exclusive summons list. So, yeah, I should show you that better. So when you go in here, here's your available monsters for this week, right? And here's the 8 3-stars that you can pull. So we all know, you do an exclusive summon with these stones, you can only pull a monster from the select group. These 16 monsters. The bottom 8, or the bottom half, are the 3-stars. Now, quite often, fusion materials end up in here. And if you want a specific 3-star fusion monster, you have a way better chance of getting one from these exclusive summon lists, because you only have a possible 8 3-star monsters to choose from out of all the 3 to 5-star monsters if you're using it's a crystal summon or a mystical scroll. So do we see him here? No, so this week we won't get him. Do we see him here? No, we don't, but we do see, here's the fusion monster. So maybe next week we want that one. Do we see him here? No, we don't, but we can see here there's a Minotauros. Oh, and then the week after that. So that is a 3-week wait, but he is there. And I'm just saying, your chances of getting one from these pulls is way better than just getting one from the scrolls. If you get one, awesome. Hang on to it, level it up. Make sure you don't max level it or 5-star it if you're going to use it for fusion. Because I know I've never tried using a 5-star monster in a 4-star fusion material slot, but I don't think it would work. This Com2S is pretty cool that way. Maybe I'll try that the water Inugami is a fusion piece that's easy to get, easy to level up. Maybe I'll 5-star one, and if it can't use them for the fusion, then I'll just use them to 6-star another monster. So just to confirm that. But that's where you can get him from. So we saw we can't get him this week, we can't get him next week, so what do? We just use our time leveling up the fusion monster pieces that we do have. When that week comes along that the exclusive summon list gives us one of the fusion pieces that we need, then we use our stones, but we save them until that time. Alright, so the next monster was the Fire Living Armor, Iron. So again, first step is to see, can we farm him? And I've been through, and yes, you can farm the Fire Living Armor from Mount Runar, I think it is. No, I am way off. Prophagus Runes. Prophagus Runes. And we'll get it right eventually, so maybe you can't. I'm sure you can. You can get this guy. Okay. 3rd time's the charm. Nobody saw that. So, you can farm the Fire Living Armor. So here he is actually in these scenario levels. Again, click drop info. Fire Living Armor. Right there. You can farm him. So all you have to do is grind on this any one of these scenario levels, and eventually he will drop for you. Free monster. Okay, that covers the 3 3-star monsters. What's the 4th piece we need? We need the 2-star Water Pixie. Easiest way to get the Water Pixie, since it's a 2-star monster, Unknown Scrolls. So open these, and open them, and use them for food. 2-star Water Pixie is a pretty good chance of coming out of those. Where else can we get her? Well, in the magic shop. From time to time, you will see all the pixies in here. So here's a 2-star monster. Here's a couple more 2-stars. You know, she does. I'll refresh 3 crystals just for you guys. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll see her. So there's 2 more 2-star monsters. Another 2-star monster. Another 3 more 2-stars, but not the Water Pixie. But again, just look in here every hour. You know, when you log on, and maybe the monster you need will be in there for 2-star monsters. A 3rd place we can get the Water Pixie is, so this is kind of not typical. This is the Magic Weekend where Com2S has opened all of the tribute dungeons, Hall of Dark, Hall of Fire. But if you're farming the Hall of Water, any stage looking for water essences, there's a small chance it will drop the secret dungeon. For the Water Pixie. Water Pixie is one of the secret dungeons, and it's not hard to get into, even if you see somebody else find one in the chat. So again, I think Wednesday is Water Day, or again this weekend, they've been open all weekend. You see someone find the Water Pixie, you just ask them to add you, you can add them, and if they add you, then you have access to their secret dungeon. It's not as hard to get in a 2-star secret dungeon as it is a 3-star secret dungeon, right? So there's kind of how to get our 4 pieces. We look at the exclusive summons, we can get them from the mystical scrolls, and if you get a fusion piece, hang on to it, unless you've already got one, or you name it. Put it in storage if you're not ready to level it up. But yeah, so let's do some fusing. So fusion monsters take a little time to get, but I got my intel from farming the Churica remains there. Oops. So there he is. I got Velfinodon from just a mystical scroll, and I saved him in my storage for a long time. Iron I got from an exclusive monster a couple weeks ago I was summoning, and he was in the list. So I got him. Casey I've had forever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, click, 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 click. Alright, there we have all our pieces. And of course, the expensive fuse. Now I don't even have the credits. So let's buy a few. Let's buy a few crystals. 40,000 won't cut it. I hate spending 100 crystals. Whatever. It's Sunday. I'm gonna get 100 from the arena. It's Sunday night. So when that the scores from the arena tally, I'll get those crystals back. Now I've got the crystals I need. Let's fuse that with all the pieces that I just showed you how to get, the easiest ways and the different ways. And boom, there is our Wind Vampire Argen. Now this Argen is going to be leveled up to 5 stars max level, awakened, and I'm going to use him for my Veramos fusion eventually. I think I have all the pieces except for one maybe. So for Veramos, who is a monster that everybody should have, we need Argen, we need Akaya, who is the Fire Succubus, we need McKenny, who is the... Jeez, I don't even remember what those things are called. The water lady, here she is. Water Undines, they're Undines. I'm surprised I forgot that. So we need her, which, look, you can fuse her, which we probably will, because I don't have one. And you need the Dark Yeti. Now the Dark Yeti is tough to get. We'll go over all these pieces later, but in the meantime, my advice to you is if you get a Dark Yeti, or you can get into a Dark Yeti secret dungeon, do it. Dark monsters, light monsters are tough to get when you need them, and the Dark Yeti's a 3-star monster. So yeah, that's the fusion for the Wind Vampire. Stay tuned for more fusion circles and the pieces and how easily to find them, and that'll be then. But hope this video helped you find the pieces for the Wind Vampire, and until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. But it's just preference. I just know he's good. When I couldn't get through, is it Aiden Forest, the level after Faimon Volcano? I couldn't get through. Grabbed Ukraja, trained him up a little bit, and even when he was only like a 4-star level 10, he was getting me through those levels as a new player, right? So that helped out. That's going to cover it for him, guys. Let's go over number 6. Now, number 6 is one of my favorites, and it is a monster you can keep